feeling like I'm moving real slow, so I figured I'd go on and get stuff together and oriented here. Okay, friend, you gotta share some space with me. My kitty cat, he is something else. Hi, buddy. Can I also please have a spot here? You guys can't see all these kitty cats. Oh, they're all over. Oh, so what time is it? It's still about 7 minutes. We are a wee bit early. Hi, what are you doing, friend? Hey, love you. Oh, hey, somebody's here. Take this opportunity to say hello and let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me okay. I apologize. It's very overcast and cloudy and dreary outside today. Hey, buddy. So our lighting is a reflection of that state. I am early, Donna. That's what I said. I was I was having a hard time. I'm gonna be honest. I am tired. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. I don't know why. I don't need to do that ever again. I don't care what the 5 a.m. club says. There was no reason for it. And now I'm just pooped because I've been awake for 10 hours. How are you doing? How's it going? Oh, we've got somebody else. 2 people. Yee. I wasn't sure if anybody would show up at all. I didn't know if anyone reads the community messages. I figure we'll just wait a few minutes and see how it goes. Friend, please. I love you very much. You are precious and precious and precious. I don't. There's something about when I don't know what it is. Is it just me? I feel like I saw somebody else say this. When I film, my nose starts running. I always have a tissue with me. It just starts happening anytime I go to film something. I don't know if it's nerves or something, maybe. Oh goodness. Well, let me see if I can get my project. If friend's gonna let me. He's being pretty possessive of me today. He doesn't think I should share space with other cats. He doesn't think I should knit. Oh, do you? I feel like if I am doing this for sure, for sure. You guys, my stuff is coming along. How's it coming along for you, Donna? Did you get it figured out? You scared me to death when you said the pattern wasn't telling you to slip. And I was like, there is no slipping. There's no slipping. What's happening? And I thought about trying to figure out how I could show you. It's been a wild, wild week. I'm getting things done though. I'm feeling really good. It's been years since I've been home to, stop it. I mean, I worked from home, to be clear. Oh, all right, very good. I worked from home, but that is not saying much, to be very clear. I worked from home very much under the thumb of corporate America. I had to be clocked in at 7:45. I did patient instructs all day long, every 45 minutes. They were pre-scheduled for me weeks in advance. So my instructs would last anywhere from 30 minutes to, well, that's because I'm doing all these colors and it's encouraging me to move fast. But anyways, I would have to do instructs every 45 minutes and the instructs would take 45 minutes to an hour. So if that gives you any indication of how stressful it was, because once one person went skew, it all just went to poop for the whole day. But it was 8, 8:45, 9:30, 10:15, 11, and then I'd get a break for lunch, and then I'd have a 1:15, a 2, a 245, a 330, and a 415. So I was here, but I couldn't even go to the bathroom sometimes because I would just be on like telemed with patients constantly. So it was a lot. It was a lot. All right, so you guys, this is exciting because it's so beautiful. And you know what? To be fair, Donna, I'm only one day ahead. It might look like. Um, I don't even know. I'm only using one ply. Or, I mean, I don't know what linen quill is. That's not my expertise. It's just fingering weight yarn. Stop! Would you quit that? Now he's trying to eat my yarn. It looks like it's 2, but I can't tell for sure. Um, but I believe it's 2 ply, and it's just fingering weight. Oh no, it's pretty thin. And of course I don't have well, maybe I do. Hold on. I'll tell you how many. It's not a heavier fingering. Let's see. There are the yardage. That's the key, right? Trying to get an idea of how thick or thin something is. 439 yards for 100 grams. So pretty standard, I think. I've seen some that has a little bit more. I've seen some that has a little bit less. That's what it looks like under the. So I think the alpaca that's in it, the alpaca that's in this kind of gives it just the slightest little bit of a fluffiness in it. I mean, it's still a worsted. It's not a woolen spun, but I think it's because it's 50% Highland wool, 35% alpaca, and 15% linen. I think that just gives it the illusion of being a little heavier than what it is when you knit it up, It does bloom very nice after you block it. It's one of the things I really like about this yarn in particular. But I am doing the colors, and I just wrapped, like I said, I'm just one day ahead according to the daily chart I have actually done. But that's because the very first day that we recorded, I did 2 days worth because I was so excited to get it going. But I just picked up my next stripe, so I'm not sure. I got a black on the very bottom, and then we went to that deep gray, and then that blue, and then that chestnut red, which is kind of a brownie. It's what my other half and half color I'm working on right now. And then pine cone, and now I have just started in on this purple clematis. So this half of my triangle will be, I'm doing between 6 and 7 rows. I kind of mapped it out because I wanted all my stripes to be about the same width, and I wanted to be able to use all 40 colors. So I had to do a little math and figure out about how many rows I needed to do of each color so that they're fairly even, and be able to let me use all the colors because I want all 40. I'm so excited. Maybe I'm just tighter than you because I'm a day ahead too. Okay, well, I wish I could see yours. It looked like that picture that you posted several days ago. It looked like you were zooming right along, and you've started over twice, so you're really ahead. Or you started over once, I know. You told me you frogged back. So you're really ahead of me because I didn't frog anything. So you lost like a day and regained it back. So you're a couple days ahead, probably. If we went by what you lost. But yeah, I'm so excited. It's gonna be. This makes it so fun because I don't. I think right now it's about 4 rows, 4 complete forward and back passes. I should say, not row 1 and row 2, but row 1 and row 2 4 times is about what I need to do each day to keep up with the count right now. But it's 6 rows right now on my colors, so I'm tempted to try to keep going because I'm really loving changing colors. I just want to get to the next color. And that is one thing that I love about using different colors is I feel like I'm a much faster knitter when I have something else to go to. So yeah, we've got this. It's going great. So right now we're on this beautiful purple. It's called Purple Clematis. And I think our next color that will come into this stripe is the blue, which is very blue and very beautiful. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you guys how happy it makes me to have all these fun, bright colors. It's so beautiful. And then my other side will be boring because my other side will be the pale oats. And this is actually going to be the very last color in the stripe sequence that I knit on this side. So we won't have that weird line in between the two halves, if that makes sense. Anyways, I'm very excited for it. So what do you think, Donna? Do you, now that you got it figured out and you know it's just the same old, nothing will change until you get to the next half, and then you'll be doing the same old, but backwards. Yeah, the other half of mine's going to be solid, and that way I can have it really wild and loud if I want, or I can tone it down. And I just wanted to go with, like I say, that pale oats is the last stripe sequence that will be on this side. So, and it matches with everything because it's just kind of an off creamy oatmeal color. So, I just thought that'd be a fun way to kind of decide if I want it loud or if I want it a little more reserved, however I feel like wearing it. But do you find it relaxing? Are you enjoying it? Is it your potato chip knit, or what are you thinking? I just find it so relaxing. I can just knit on it and forever. Good. I'm glad. I was worried. I thought, oh no, she might hate this project and then she won't want to finish it. And I really want to see what it's going to look like when you're done. Since I saw your pretty yarn that you dyed. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I was having a hard time deciding to come on today because I'm so tired. And I kind of fell asleep there for about 20 minutes and I was just kind of dozing, and I was like, maybe I should just put up a new post and say I can't come because I'm too tired. And then I felt bad because I don't want to let Donna down. I had already seen that she was saying she was going to show up. But it's all good. This isn't hard work. There's no editing involved or nothing. Oh yeah, what's your second cowl gonna be? I'm still working on so many different projects, even with this one, and I shouldn't do that, but you know, variety is the spice of life, right? I feel like as long as I get this, and then on my other cowl, I already decided my other half and half triangle, the one that I'm pretty nearly done. Malabrigo Orienta shawl. Ooh, I don't know what that looks like. I need to see. Let me look. I was doing a Malabrigo cowl not too terribly long ago, and I never finished it. I started, it was going to be beautiful, but it was just a lot. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, that did not spell correctly at all. Let's see. Ooh, wow, that's pretty. Oh, wow. This is the one. Whoops. Oh, it's got a little pop up. Stop it. We don't want any of that. How rude. It did a pop up on us. Okay, so this is what it pulled up. No, Jedediah, I do not need any help. That one? That's pretty. It doesn't look like it's terribly hard, but it's effective, especially with those. I don't know what kind of yarn they, or which yarn that they used. Is that just two skeins? No, three skeins of this new aura. Okay, so I guess it's just the light color and then the color, and you're just kind of striping through. That's pretty. That'll be beautiful. I would wear that if you made it for me, Donna. That's gonna be really pretty. Hello, other person. Who else is here? It's a little challenging, is it? Well, hopefully it's the good kind of challenging where it's just enough to keep you engaged. I have an FO that I'm going to show you guys. Man, oh man. Talk about, it really kept me going, the lace section. The one that I recently finished, oh my gosh, I thought I would never finish it. First of all, I worked on it for several years. I just kept putting it away. And it was because it was like a 12-row repeat or a 15. No, and that's not even true. Like the first part of it was like an 8-row repeat, and then there was a lace section where like all 100 rows were different. It was a big pattern because it was growing the whole time. You just couldn't, it was not a pattern that you could memorize any kind of. It was taking a long time. I should go grab it and show you guys. Look what we've done. We've got a yarn over, guys. Let's go back. My lighting is poor because if I turn on my lamp, it'll blow out the screen. So I'm just knitting here with the sunlight. Every key cat wants to be here right now. What do we do? Rose, what did we do here? We did a yarn over. I'm glad I caught it now. Okay, you guys are too much. How am I supposed to knit with kitty cats everywhere? Help. Of course they want to lay right on the yarn. They're so sweet though, and they're purring. Gosh. We're cold today. We were over 90 degrees yesterday. Over 90. Sunny, just hot. It wasn't pleasant. It was fun when it was like in the 80s even. I could take that. I walked to the library. I did things. I was productive and feeling good. But once we got above 90s, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. It started feeling less than pleasant. And it looks like right now it is a high of 53, but it feels like 48, and it's completely overcast, and we're under a red flag warning because we have really high winds. Wind advisory, 25 to 30 up to 50. So these little cozy guys are pretty cozy. Super hot here yesterday too. Bird today. Yeah, well, that's what we are doing. Are you in Kansas, Donna? I feel like you're north of me, but I can't remember precisely how far north you are. I want to go get Missouri. Hey, I was Kansas City, Missouri, you know. I was close. You are north of me. North-ish. Northish. So yeah, you're pretty similar on the weather. I don't know. I'm a little worried about how hot it already has been. The first day of spring, we were in the 90s, and I thought, my gosh, 90s on the first day of spring. Number one, there's already mosquito. The cats are losing their mind. You know, the mosquito hawks. Every time you open the darn door at night, because I keep my porch lights on, they flood right in, and then the cats are going crazy for hours because they want to get them. that was hover around the ceiling. Um, but I have seen a couple bugs come into my house, and I'm like, boy, it's really early for this. We did not have much good winter here. We had one winter storm um, that was nice, and I loved it very much. It lasted for a few days. We got some good snow. And then outside of that, I think we had a few days of some cold fronts that moved through. But on Christmas, it was in the 80s. I was trying to wear my Christmas sweater and be comfortable, and we were playing cornhole, and I was sweating. It was not good. It's in the 80s on Christmas Day. So we had no winter, and that means all the bugs are going to be thriving and living their best life this year, I do believe that is what it's going to be. All right, guys, you are not making this easy on me. These ladies. See, you know the problem with having cats is once they're on you, it's very difficult to convince yourself to get them off of you. You'll hold it forever if you gotta go to the bathroom. It's just, you hate to disturb them. They're so cozy, and they're just purring. She's blepping a little bit. Her little tongue is sticking out. My gosh. Rose. Oh my Lord. This is too terrible. How am I supposed to do anything with y'all? I can't do nothing. I'm stuck here forever. They're so cute. But that shawl that I did finish, should I say it? It's the Hoarfrost shawl by Andrea Mallory. Drea Renee Knits. DRK. Boy, that was a beast, but it's done, and it is so pretty. It's so pretty. It has a very interesting textured body, and then it has a big lace panel on that. It's an asymmetrical shawl. I want to go get it. I can't move. Sorry, Donna. Maybe at some point we can do, oh, good packages like Happy Mail, like yarn, or like bills. I'm distracted by purring kitty cats that are so cozy and warm. So I kept thinking maybe if I just pet them too much, they'll leave. And I won't have to be rude and move them off of me. They'll just go on their own accord. But that doesn't appear to be the case. They seem pretty content. Rose, I'm loving you. I'm loving Luna. Y'all are sweet ladies. What'd you get, Donna? Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can figure out. You know what I might. Look at this. Look at this. They're not letting me knit. This is difficult, y'all. I'm knitting, I'm talking, I'm recording. Oh, Temu. Did you get anything fun? I was afraid to order from Temu with the state of the world. I didn't know if maybe I'd ever get a package if I did order anything. Wasn't sure how stuff is going with international stuff right now. Oh, goodness. Let's see. I would like, ooh, stainless steel rings. Are you making something? I've been making my plans for my house. Like I said, I Just something blowing by. I thought it was a creature. Um, to where? Oh, okay, gotcha. Um, I haven't got to do anything around my house for so long, so I have all these things that I've been needing to do that have been put off forever. Like I cleaned my cabinets, like scrubbed the outside of them. I dusted my ceilings yesterday. Um, I'm trying to get everything. Has anybody heard about the Fly Lady? I like the Fly Lady system of housekeeping house because she does everything in little small increments, but your whole house gets like detail scrubbed. At least everything gets done at least once a month as far as like deep cleaning stuff like light fixtures and ceiling fans and windows and doors and like all the things that you don't think of on a day-to-day basis. She just has like these little zones set up and you just follow through and but I told my husband last night I was ready to paint the bedroom. It is the one room in this house that we have not painted yet. When we bought the house, when we had the house built, um, all the walls were white. And just as we've gone through, we've painted and done stuff, and we just never did our bedroom. We just left it white, and I'm really over it. And I found the most gorgeous color. There's so many of them. This little orange and white lady, her name is Rosie. She was a mama cat of 5 little kittens that I fostered, and then I ended up adopting her. And then this Tortie girl, that she's the reason why I adopted Rose, because this Tortie girl, she's long haired and she is rude to the other cats. She doesn't like other cats, but she loves Rosie and she bonded with her. She's 12 years old and I couldn't let Rosie leave once she bonded to her because that's her only friend. So this is Luna. And then we got a calico right up here, but you can't see her, I don't think. I think she's out of the frame. Her name is Gaia. She's long-haired calico, and she's gorgeous, but she's 14 years old. Or no, she's not. She's 12, she's 10. Anyways, she's starting to show her age a little bit. And she had to go get 3 teeth pulled on Monday. And I thought maybe once she got those teeth pulled, she would get back on her better grooming schedule. But she is not. And so she's gotten little mats. I've never had to brush her even with her long hair because she's been so meticulous. But she's starting to get tangles. Come here, Baba Gaia. Come here, Baba Gaia. She might come over here. She's thinking about, come here. Come here, lady. Come over here. She likes to do headbutts. You want to do one? Yeah. She's so sweet. She's a precious lady. I love my cats. I'm the crazy cat lady, I guess. They're just so much nicer than most people you meet these days. How's your dogs doing? You only got the one dog, don't you, Donna? Didn't you have to get rid of one of your dogs? Oh, goodness. Somebody's messaging me. Oh. I don't know about that. One dog. Is it Goober? Is that the dog? No, that's not going to arrive today. I was going to say it was in Texas this morning. I didn't think it was coming today. Goober. Yeah. That's funny. That name is funny to me. Takes me back to being a kid. Oh. Call everybody Goober and Maynard. Oh, if I could get to the end of this row, that was my plan. I thought, you know what, get to the end of the row, and then you can run back there and grab that shawl to show Donna. I know I'm gonna make a video and show it in my next FO video, but it's real pretty. I still gotta figure out how to try to, I cannot figure out, I don't have any special holder. I film on my iPad because my phone is way, I don't know what it is about it. It's an iPhone, but it's not a new one. And trying to upload a video is impossible. It just won't upload. A little chihuahua named Luna. Oh, that's my girl. Hi. Yes, I said Luna. Maybe that's what I was thinking about. But I don't remember what I was gonna say. Oof, that's terrible. I said that I was gonna, talking about filming for that little Sweet Nothing scarf. I might just have to just do a regular forward facing video. It's simple stuff. It's just single crochets and double crochets, a few trebles here and there. I was thinking about just doing it front facing view, crochet along style, and then putting the like row 1, you know, double crochet 4 times, whatever. Row 2, single crochet in each double crochet, chain 1, blah, whatever, you know. Just thinking about doing that, but I'm not sure. I really wanted to be able to be fancy and have it from overhead, but I don't have any way to support my iPad from overhead. So I don't think that's gonna happen. And I really don't want to invest. I'm not working right now, so I'm not trying to start spending money. I am, however, trying to sell a bunch of stuff. What an adventure selling stuff is. I'll tell you what, people reach out to you, is this still available? I'm like, yes, it's still available. I just posted it 5 minutes ago. And then they don't say anything else. Or they say they want something and ask if you'll please hold it for them until tomorrow, even though you said, I can't hold anything. But then you feel bad because they give you this story about their kids and their cars broke down and all the things. And so you say, yes, you'll do it. And then they don't show up. And then they won't respond to you when you text them back. I'm like, why is it so hard? Even giving stuff away is difficult. I literally had people stand me up over free items. Like, just say I don't want it. I'm not a salesman. I did not hunt you down. I'm not pressuring you into this. Why are you reaching out to me and trying to complicate my life? It's hard to give stuff away. It's even harder to sell something. Okay. Whew, who's ready for the weekend? Hey, some more people have hopped in. Hello, hello, and welcome. Is anybody knitting or crocheting or cross stitching? What are y'all guys doing today? Let us know. I'm working on my half and half triangles wrap, and I'm using all my colors that I have left from my linen quill 40 pack of mini skeins that I used to make my Joy of Color scarf. So that's what I'm doing. And then Miss Donna has hand dyed some yarn. and it's holding linen with it, I believe. What are y'all working on? Hello, if you are here. Whoever's here is welcome. We don't have to chat. I'm just chatty. Plus, I figure if other people are talking, I have something to talk about, whatever you're saying. Because I think I'm out of things now. I'm boring. I live a boring life. Oh, but my color for my bedroom, oh my gosh, I found this color. So my bedroom is grays and beiges. It's like my bedding and my headboard and my accessories and everything's just plain neutral. So I knew I wanted color, and I do that pretty often. I'll stick neutral with my bedding and my furniture and stuff like that, and then I'll do colors. Like I did blues for my living room. I've got blue paint in my walls blue. I've got it in my curtains, stuff like that. But anyways, I found this color that I'm really liking, and it's an antique color that they brought back. They have a line that they're bringing back antique colors from before. And this color is called Prescott Green, and it's what I would call a true mint sage. So I like minty, but I didn't want pastel-y. And I like sage, but I didn't want it to be too earthy. So this Prescott Green heritage color, who knows if that's going to show up accurate on the screen. It's hard to tell. But that's what color I want to paint my bedroom. I'm ready to get some things done. I'm feeling so invigorated to do home stuff. And I went today and I was looking around at kitchen stuff. Do you remember the cowl you featured a long time ago, knitted and started a conversation? You said in the video, but I don't understand it. Pretty green. Cowl that I did a long time ago. Wow. I mean, was it one of the ones that, I'm thinking about knitted cowls. Was it one of the ones that you could pull down over? Was it one of the shrug cowls I did? Like you could have it up, but you could pull it down? The Saturday shrug, or the more of a shoulder warmer? It's the shrugs. It's Jackie Rose's, Jackson Rose. She has 3 different ones. She's got a Friday, a Saturday, and maybe a Sunday shrug. They're free patterns, but they're different weights of yarn for each one. I feel like that's what you're commenting on. The one I think that I showed was like it was like pinks and rose and burgundies, and had some like deep grays and stuff. It was a kind of a variegated yarn. I think it was the woolly's chunky or thick and quick or something. I feel like that's what it was, Donna. The Saturday shrug or something like that. If you just look on Ravelry, they're free patterns. And there's about 5 billion. Well, I mean, if you would call those, those would be jewel tones in my opinion. The magenta and the rose and the purpley burgundy, and hold on, let me see. Let me get, where am I at? Am I still going? Which way am I going? Oh, I'm not even to the marker. Okay. I don't generally do that, but let me look here. I'm gonna go grab what I think you're talking about. I'm gonna set that here. I'll be right back. Y'all, babies, I gotta get up. Can I get up, ladies? Can you let me get up? twist on it. I still haven't sewed the ends in. I'm so terrible. Look at those ends. But you can wear it like a cowl, and nothing's gonna work right. This thing is huge, thick, bulky. I don't do a lot of cowls, so that's why I was thinking that's what she's talking about. But you can, oh, it stinks trying to do it over this sweatshirt. This is not a fun time. My hood won't let me pull it down in the back, whatever. But yes, you get the idea. I've got a big, huge hood behind me that I can't pull this down, but that's what that looks like. But it's cuter when it's pulled down in the back. So that's that one. That's a free pattern. And then I made this one too. It's the same thing. But it's with a DK weight. It's with the one of those flowers cakes. Yeah, that one. Those are both the same pattern, just different weights. Because like I say, she has the counts for 3 different weights of yarn. And then this is my hoarfrost. So this is the textured section of this. Let's turn this the right way. This is the textured section of the hoarfrost, and it's gorgeous. And this thing is huge. And then the lace section. What do you think? It's so beautiful. It's really pretty. It took me so long to finish it. It's really cozy too. But the only thing that I'm so sad about is I told you guys I started knitting on this several years ago. And I think probably in about 2020, 2021, somewhere in there. But it was before I don't know, I just would use anything I had on hand, and I started this on some just acrylic. I mean, not, at least it wasn't Red Heart, so it's a little softer than that, but it was the Big Twist, Joann's Big Twist. So it should, at least I can throw it in the washer and the dryer and everything, but I would have loved it. As long as I spent knitting on it, I would have loved it in a wool or a natural fiber where I could have blocked it a little better and stuff, but you know, it's all right. I do love the I-cord edging. It's I-cord all the way around, and even the edge of the lace is I-cord. So I love this. I love it so much. It's so pretty. But yeah, Donna, you can get those patterns for free. Just go to Ravelry and type in Saturday Shrug or Friday Shrug, and you can be part of the Shrug Club. There's a million videos on YouTube of people doing all the different shrugs. And people get really fun and exciting with their patterning and colors. I used just variegated. I didn't do any fancy stuff. All of my yarns were just changing on their own. So, but I do like them. They're cozy and they're fun. And they can look really cute with like a jean jacket too. That's another place where they'll look real cute. Okay. Whew. That took it out of me. I'm so tired now. I feel like I need a nap. Oh, goodness. I made one like that, but the bind off was tighter than the cast on. You know, you have to be careful with I-cord because You feel like you want to pull it a little tight to keep it neat. I do my I-cord as sloppy and as loose as I possibly can, and that makes it perfect because anything more, it will not block. You cannot stretch an I-cord. It is like it's gonna be there the way that it was. I learned that lesson myself. I can't remember what it was I made, but it was the top edge. Oh, for the shrug. Gotcha. Now Jackie does do a really nice. She will tell you how to do the Italian bind off that will help keep those. I think she does a tubular cast on and an Italian bind off. I can't remember, but mine is a little bit. You can see it, which is fine by me because this is my bottom part. It is a little bit looser. I think it is for I-cord. I mean, it feels like it's going to be sloppy, but it doesn't actually look sloppy. When I do I'm actually doing I-cord even on my, I love I-cord edging, but I'm even doing it on my half and half triangles wrap. And I just hold this so loosely. I don't put any tension on the yarn when I do an I-cord. And how those I-cords work, if you're unfamiliar, which you may not be, all you do is you knit to the end of the row, but the last 3 stitches, you slip them purlwise. And then you turn your work and then you just knit like normal. Well, I think most of us feel like when we go to knit that first stitch, because it's coming around from behind 3 stitches, you feel like you want to kind of pull it because it's wrapping around 3 stitches from the back side, and that's the opposite of good. So I just kind of let it be floppy. Yes, you slip them purlwise, just like with the yarn in front, purlwise, and then you turn your work, and then you just knit like normal. And yeah, I just barely. It looks not great, but then as soon as you actually knit it, it looks perfect, and then it will have a little give to it and a little stretch. But yeah, if you don't, it's bad. I made another shawl, and it just made my whole shawl crinkly because there was no give at all. Because I tried to make it look real neat and finished as I was knitting it, as opposed to trusting the process. Okay, let's see. I figure I've only got one more row to finish today. If I could get to it, I'm terrible at knitting and talking at the same time. I think I need to put my glasses on because I already did one yarn over on an accident here. What are you working on? Are you doing the half and half? I saw you said you crocheted, but my chat disappears faster than I can read sometimes. Somebody said they were crocheting something, and I missed it. The little guy is over in the window just snoring away. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Sorry. Friend, you're snoring. Friend. He's such a funny cat. Friend is another cat that I rescued. He was a neighborhood cat. Oh, a dress and a blanket. So you're like us. You're in the right spot doing multiple things at a time. Friend. Is it my husband? It is. It's my husband. He calls me every time I go live. Hello? Hi. Okay. that sounds fine to me. I got us treats for the movie theater today I got us both a box of Crunch and Munch, and I got you a box of Snow Caps, and I got me a box of Sour Patch Kids. Yeah. All right. I'm doing my knit along live. I love you too. Mwah. All right. Love you. Bye. Kyle says hey. All right. Love you. Bye. Okay. Sorry. He he did that the last time. I think I hung up on him. Anyways, we're gonna go to the movies tomorrow. We're gonna go see Project Hail Mary. Has anybody seen it yet? It looks darling. And it's got Ryan Gosling in it. Starting the second half. Are we picking up stitches or are we picking up and knitting? So on the second half, okay, so on the first half, let's start with that. On the first half, we cast on our stitches and we would knit almost to the end, wrap, and come back. And then the next row we'd go to one stitch before that. So our rows were getting shorter and shorter and shorter, right? On the second half, when we get done wrapping and turning all of our stitches with our first half, we're gonna do a row where we go back and we knit our wraps with their stitch. So we resolve them up. Oh, that scared you. Horror movie. I thought it was aliens. But you'll resolve all your stitches and then you'll knit across or whatever the pattern says. Go by whatever the pattern says. But then you start your next yarn. Now, it's the opposite. Like I said, instead of knitting all the way across and then wrapping and turning the last stitch and getting shorter and shorter, what you are literally going to do, and let's read the pattern because it's going to tell you to knit one or knit two. I can't remember. But you're going to knit like one stitch or two stitches, whatever it says, and then you're going to wrap that stitch and you're going to turn and you're going to go back. And then you're going to knit, you're going to resolve your wrap stitch, and then you're going to wrap and turn the next stitch. So now you've got two. And then you're going to go back, you're going to knit your first stitch, you're going to resolve the second stitch, and you're going to wrap and turn the third. Knit, knit, resolve, wrap the next one. You're just going to keep growing bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So it kind of changes things up a little bit, and I think that's fun because it, I don't know, I guess it just keeps it interesting. So you're not just doing the same thing the whole time. But it's still the same thing. You still do the wrap and turns the same way. But the nice part is that whereas on the first half of the triangle, I must use my stitch marker to see where my wrap and turn is. When you're doing the second half, because you're resolving those stitches as you go, you can clearly see where your wrap and turn is because there's a big gap. It's like you'll knit, 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 and then there'll be a huge gap, and that's where your next wrap and turn is going to be. So you don't need a stitch marker on the second half. And that's just one less thing to have to worry about, in my opinion. So I love the second half, but the downside is that the rows are getting longer instead of shorter. So even though your stitch counts are the same, it feels like it's taking longer because you're getting more and more and more as you go instead of less. Does that make sense? What do you mean a gap? Are you, I guess I'm not sure what you mean. Like where your wrap and turns are? Because that little gap where your wrap and turns are right now, that will go away when you resolve all your stitches. And I will help you do that. No? Okay. I guess I'm not sure what you mean by gap. what I can tell you, Donna, is that aside from the fact that Stacy, I think her channel's called Stacy Elstone. If you type in half and half triangle wrap tutorial, she'll pop right up. It happened because I didn't transition yarns, so it won't let me. It disappears on me too fast. Okay, let's see. Didn't transition yarn, so the previous yarn is pulling. Oh, because you didn't have enough yarn to hold your strand through the double the whole time. So you're going one strand and then two from row to row. Is that what you mean? I wouldn't worry about it. I would just, I mean, I saw the picture that you posted. I'm sure once you block it, it's going to be a non-issue. And you said you're kind of tight knitter anyways. Yeah, do that. That way I'll be able to see it. But Stacy Elstone, I believe is her name. If you type in half and half triangle wrap tutorial, she just does little minis. She makes a little mini half and half triangle wrap with you, exactly as we would make this big one. But she only casts on like 10 or 15 stitches. Now what I will say is that she does her wrap and turns not according to the pattern. Like I told you guys, I was like, you do not slip your yarn, or you don't bring your yarn forward first, then slip your, all that, because that's technically bringing it forward, slipping, bringing it back, slipping back again, and then turning your work. That is the way that you would do it for stockinette stitch, because you have knits on one side and purls on the other. For garter, we talked about it. You slip the stitch over, you bring the yarn forward, you slip the stitch back to the left needle, and that's it. The yarn's only coming forward one time. So that is the difference in her tutorials. She's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Whatever. Everything else is identical and the same, and it can be very helpful because she's gonna, like I say, she makes a little mini one for you. So she gets you started, shows you how to, where you're doing, because the where you're doing the wrap and turns is what matters, right? And then she finishes off the first half and flips it around. Others oddly they're a bit of a long, stressful school day. Came home to schoolwork and walked on and got distracted. Oh well. Distraction is good. Okay. Oh look, let me see if I can see it while I'm on here, Dawn. I'll try to pull it up. See, wouldn't it just be so much easier if we could just, if you could just hand that over here and let me look at it? Let's see. But what we should do at some point is maybe just see about doing like a Zoom. And then that way we could see things even more better.
Here's the process of my spring solstice knit along. The half and half wrap.
I'm just looking at this other one. I think this is not.
This is a knit along that I'm
this
doing.
This really looks pretty good to me.
With Brandy at Queen of Skeins.
That looks so good.
Last Saturday.
Okay, so I know that's not what you were trying to show me because that was from an hour ago. Okay, let me go into my community tab. Let me see. Oh, your community, not mine. I know, Donna, but I just saw it and I was just looking. And it shows very clearly that you posted that 1 hour ago. Okay. My channel, get into my community page. Okay. I'm not sure, Donna. I don't know how that. I think you're just going to have to be. Why I'm confused when I'm looking at it is because some of the stitches don't look like they have those. it looks like there's just random ones because like I see where you had the linen. I'm guessing that white is the linen. Um, I see on some of them where it was there, but it doesn't have that gap. But then I see like, I think when you go to pick these up to resolve these stitches, just play with them a little bit. I think you will be able. I know if I had this going on, I would just be moving on down the road, and it's going to be on the wrong side. I was still getting the hang of swapping front and back. Gotcha. It's going to be on the wrong. It looks like it's going to be on the wrong side, or it can be anything can be the right or wrong side. First of all, so it doesn't even matter. But when you go to resolve those stitches, because when you resolve them, what you'll be doing is you'll just be slipping that wrap up over the left hand. You'll take your right needle and you'll pop up that wrap stitch onto the left needle with the stitch you're about to knit, and you just knit them together for all intents and purposes. I think that when you get ready to resolve these, you can pop that little float. That's what it looks like, as a float. Pop it up there and just knit it together and move on with your life. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. I think it'll be okay. I wouldn't stress out about it myself, anyways. I think you just can knit those little floating stitches with the wraps, and it'll all blend together and be lovely. I just love that. I just love that green color that you got. I'm into green right now. I'm more worried about the gap than the float. Well, I think that when you go to start picking up, it's going to pull that. I think it's going to pull it. Pull it, play with it. When you go to resolve it and you pull up on that stitch to knit it together with the stitch that you're knitting, if that's not the one, then try taking a little crochet hook and maybe going through the gap, like one of the pieces of yarn that's where the gap is, and pull the float through. That way, you've been making enough socks at this point where you know how to fudge holes and just try to get them. And just the only thing that's going to be imperative is that you have 260 stitches on that cable when everything is resolved. So if you need to kind of fudge it and pull up, like you're making more stitches or less stitches and knit them together, whatever, as long as you've got your 260 at the end to hide those holes. Let's see. Because that's near the beginning, does that mean it will be toward the end of the project? So what that means is it's going to be on the corner. Let me look here. So here is where I did my cast on. Your cast on edge is actually, it's easier to tell since I'm doing this. Here's my cast on. There's my starting thread. There's my tail from my cast on right there. And then this black edge is my cast on. So it's growing at it's a wedge shape. So we've got this on this end, and then of course the other end is the fat wide end. So your cast on edge is the very long part of your thingy-mabobber, and here at the beginning where you first cast on, which is going to be these soul stitches right up here on the corner there, that's going to kind of be the corner, because once it's all said and done, we're going to start building this other triangle. Let me pull this around like this. The other triangle is going to be built this way. It's going to come up like this. So there's where your little gap is. So it's just going to be in the corner area. That's where your little gap stitches is. This is where you started. My first color was black, then I did gray, then I did blue. So you can really see those stitches right there. So that's where yours is going to be, because like I say, this triangle, this is the corner of the triangle. If you think of a diamond, this is the right side of the diamond. It's going to come down. Does that make sense? Of course, I have to be in the middle of a row so that I can't show everything as well as I'd like to. 11 stitches in, so it's literally 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's literally my last gray stitch that's right there. So that's where your little gap is. It'll be right in the corner. And you also have to think, if you're wearing this guy, it's always folded over, so it's doubled. And it makes it really hard to see because I have, even in this one, there are tucked stitches, there are mistakes, but it's not that noticeable, honestly. It's so much, and you have it folded over so it's doubled, and it'll be okay, Donna. I don't think it'll. I think you can. I think you're gonna be able to fudge that so easy. So I wouldn't worry about it. And the worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario. Let's say that you go back, you pick up your stitches, and you've got a hole right here. When you get very, very done, take some of your yarn, put it on a tapestry needle, and sew through it and close that hole and tie it and weave in the ends. You can fix a hole, you can fix a tuck stitch, you can fix anything afterwards. It's gonna be fine. I wouldn't worry about it. Okay, where am I at here? Yeah, I certainly would never frog that back. Oh, especially after you had to frog the first time. No, that's gonna be okay. That's not gonna be a big deal. Okay. Salem, hi buddy. Come here, come say hello, Bubby. Whoops, come here. Look at Bubby. Oh, Bubby, Bubby. This is my little bobtail. He's a rescue. He's not feeling it. He's like, why? Unhand me, woman. Unhand me. He's my lucky cat. He's my soulmate cat. He's my baby panther. He's my baby panther. Bubby, he's got an ugly ducky butt. What are you thinking? I wish the camera lens was where he goes sniffing around. Bubs? What are you doing? Are you saying hello, Salem? Salem. We got Salem in the summer of 2020. Was the worst of times. Everything was on lockdown. And I had 2 teenagers that were very nervous and sad and upset. And my daughter, one of the stray cats outside, had kittens. I also have kitty tortoiseshell Siamese. I don't have a Siamese. I've never seen a tortoiseshell Siamese. I have a tortie. I do have a tortie. She was up here earlier. I bet that's a beautiful cat. Hi, friend. Anyways, Salem, his mom had him, and it was the only spark of joy that had come into my daughter's life because she was very depressed and sad and nervous. And Bob, that's Salem's mom, she was just an outdoor. She was feral, but she wasn't feral. She was stray. I'll call her stray, because she was sweet. But anyway, she had 3 kittens, and my daughter was just about every 30 minutes to an hour, she was out there checking on them, making sure they were okay. And then, thank you. And then on the 9th day, Bob took them into this derelict abandoned house in our neighborhood. And my daughter was just beside herself because she couldn't see them anymore and check on them and make sure they were okay. Anyways, long story less longer. I walked outside on the 10th day and I heard this horrible screaming, kitten screaming, 10-day-old kitten screaming coming from this house. And I ran over to it, and in the garage, it was like a hoarder house, and it was falling down, and it was so scary. I could see that little guy, all this insulation and stuff had fallen down on him. He was trying to leave, and the mom was all the way far in the back with her little nest of kittens. And he was up near the front, screaming, crying, everything. And I just prayed and ran in and snagged him up, and he was 10 days old. And I came running in the house, and I was like, Aubrey, are you ready to be a mother? And she was like, yes. And she did so good with Salem because, of course, he had to be bottle fed and thermoregulated, and he couldn't go potty. And he is so sweet. We love him so much. And this is Lucy. You guys are thinking, what is wrong with this lady? Why does she have so many cats? It's because if you do not know me, I do foster for an organization in Oklahoma called Safe Haven. And this is a problem because when you foster, you have what is called foster fails. It happens. So I'm not getting any more cats. That is just a fact. Now I'll foster, but they all have to leave now. Can't have any more. But all of my cats are rescues. They're all fixed. They're all indoor cats. They have 3 litter robots. We work real hard. It costs me a fortune, but I love them so much, and they're so precious to me. And every one of them was this little gal, which I don't think you can see right now. She's nearly blind. She was another rescue. Let's see if we can get Lucy up. Oh, Lucy, you're precious. Oh, you've heard of Safe Haven? I love them too. I love fostering for Safe Haven. I've been doing it now for a few years, but yes, I end up with cats that just, I either get single kittens, single rescue kittens are hard to let go of, especially one like Salem, where they're just, a few days old or something, or like Lucy, she was so sick. She was only like maybe a week or 2 old. She was very ill. She had to have IV fluids. A lot of work went into her. And like, there's something about that when it's a single kitten. I have such a hard time letting them go because you just get so bonded with them. And it's hard to let them go. Groups of kittens, it still makes me sad to let them go, but it's not as hard. I'm in Florida, but I did research on them a few years ago. Oh, okay, well that's neat. That's really cool. But that's why, I'm sorry guys, I'm sure some people are just like, how many cats does this woman have? I have 9 cats. I have 9. I have 5 ladies and 4 gents. So, and every one of them was rescued except for 2. Weasley and Luna I did adopt them myself from someone in my town that was going to let them be barn cats. So everybody else has been saved off the streets. My friend Jeanette, that dog sit for us on the way with dogs. She has 4 dogs. Oh, she had to have her little doggy put down. That stinks. I had 2 dogs forever and ever. And my little old yellow dog, of course they were both showed up here too. We don't buy any creatures around here. We figure there's enough running around. It's a rescue. In a shelter, my mom found her and took her home. Peaches, 17. Oh, that's good. That's real good. Yeah, my old lady cat, which is my calico one, she is 12. Well, she's going on 13. But she's acting real old all of a sudden. She just started here in the last few months to act real old. Same age as me. Oh, how funny. She has a Luna. I have a Luna and a Lucy. And that she has a dog that's a Luna and a Lucy, Donna. That's funny. Oh my gosh. They keep me busy, but they make me so happy. They're so precious, huh, Lucy? Yeah. So Lucy was a rescue, like I said. And at the same time, she came to me just a few days after 2 other cats that I had rescued. that were both solid black kittens, and I had named them Ren and Mina after Dracula, Renfield, and Wilhelmina. And so Lucy came, so I had to name her Lucy so that she could be part of the vampire Dracula cats team. Um, but Wilhelmina and Renfield both got adopted. I just hope that she's just not gonna try to pull any stunts, because she really scared me last week when I took her to the vet. Um, she started screaming for no reason, just like somebody. She would just be relaxing, hanging out, like nothing going on, and all of a sudden she'd go and jump up and just start running across like somebody had walked up to her and stabbed her or something. And as I kind of started noticing when this was occurring, I deduced that she had a bad tooth. So I took her to the vet and they looked and they were like, yep, she does. She's actually got 3 bad teeth. So she had to get 3 teeth pulled on Monday. And she came home just footloose and fancy free, living her best life. I thought, oh, look, she's back. But then after the last day or two, she's back to moving real slow. And I don't know, I think she's getting a little arthritic. I noticed one of her foot looks like it's a little bit turned and she kind of limps on it. She kind of looks like me with my hip when it's starting to bug me. She's kind of doing that. So we will see. So are you fixing to watch those dogs right now, Donna? Are you fixing to be dog sitting? Or are they just coming to visit you? I really wish that there was a way for me to be able to keep my chat screen locked in. Oh, not until June. Oh, you got plenty of time to knit. We got all the time in the world. I thought you meant she was coming like on her way right now. You were gonna have to go. Okay. Well, once I get this row finished back, guys, I am gonna jet out of here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing I'm not really having any kind of schedule while I'm trying to do all this house catching up with stuff. I don't want to tell anybody I'm going to be doing something. I feel like I can't commit to anything right now because then I feel bad, terribly bad, if I'm not keeping to my word. So I'd rather just fly by the seat of my pants right now. What say you? Why? What's going on, Weasley? Hey, don't do that. I feel like back in the day when my children were little, I ran a daycare. I put stitch markers in every 10 stitches. Yeah, that's actually very smart. And you know, the only reason I don't have to do that is because my color changes. I can see, all I have to do is look to see how many, because my stitches are, I'm like, oh, yep, I did my 4, and then I usually do extras because I want to change colors. But every 6 is when I change color. Go get that leg checked out. Similar, it turned out she had an overactive thyroid. Oh, well, they just did all of her blood work and everything when we went for her teeth on Monday. So they haven't told me that anything came back. So knock on wood. But that's probably why my hip hurts, because my thyroid's messed up too. It does. It makes me feel terrible, actually. Once they got my thyroid medicine worked out, things were much less achy. But yeah, hopefully she's okay. But of course, there's just nothing you can give cats. There's no sense, the little systems. I mean, there are some pain medications that you can get prescribed, but nothing like that I would have access to. I think the only medication that I have that's safe for a cat is amoxicillin. Um, but I mean, and she's the worst. She's the absolute worst about taking a pill. I have never in all my days, in all my life, had a cat that was more horrible about taking a pill than her. Um, we put it in food, and she'll eat the food, and then you can hold her, stroke her throat, try to get her swallowed. She is met a magician. She's like the whatchamacallit Houdini of not taking a pill. I don't know. She's can eat the food from around the pill, swallow the food, wait 15 minutes, and you think surely to God it's had to at least dissolve by now, and let her go, and she'll spit the pill out. She's bad with taking medicine, so I would hope she'd have to have shots. I'd just have to give her injections. Can you mash the pill and add it to her food? She's rude. I mean, luckily I don't have anything I have to give her right now. Um, um, in past experiences, I just had to get anything that she needed in liquid form. And that was just that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's the taste or if she's just complicated. But the last time that they prescribed her pills, I called them back. I said, nope, this does not work. Let's go with liquid. I'm pretty good with liquids in cats. I have given, you think every kitten has to have 6 days worth of finger sock thing because, I didn't get to read the last of it before it disappeared on me. Oh my gosh, toxic for human. Wow. Is that the stuff for her thyroid? That's interesting. I haven't had to give anybody any medicine like that before, but I've given enough liquid wormer and everything. Every kitten gets that for, I think it's 6 days. 3 days of one, 6 days of the other, or maybe it's 5 days of the other. And then almost every cat that comes in gets some sort of infection. Um, so yeah, everybody gets. I'm an expert with liquid meds. We can do those all day. And I got to the point where anything that was in pill form, I would just crush it and turn it into a liquid anyways. Oh goodness. Okay. Once this is done, I'm done with this for the day. Boy, I slipped. I did yarn over several times here, guys. I'm just knitting them together so that I don't have any floaties. That is what I get for trying to do this without my glasses on earlier in poor lighting. Oopsie. All right, well, I'm almost to the end, guys. What say you? Oh, that is the thyroid stuff. Yeah, that would be a pain in the patoot. What time is it? Oh my gosh, time goes so much faster when we're on here. Like way faster. I've been on for almost an hour and a half. That's why I'm wearing down, see? I'm pretty good at talking for a long time. But I think about an hour and a half is about the time I run out of everything. I'm so excited for you to finish it too. And then I've already, do you know how many of these darn things I have planned in my heart? It is ridiculous. I was looking, I'm waiting for Pearl Soho. They do sales. They'll do 25% off sales pretty frequently. And then sometimes they do 40% off. And so I've told myself, because I have plenty of different things right now. I know I've got cerulean blue and turmeric yellow. Look at those colors on. Go on to Pearl Soho and look at the linen quill and look at those two colors. That's going to be a half and half. I've already got that yarn. I think it's cerulean blue, C-E-R, whatever. Cerulean blue and turmeric yellow. As a matter of fact, the cerulean blue is the color that I am doing my larkspur. It's this color. This with the turmeric yellow is divine. It looks so cheerful and precious and summer, and I love it. So that's on my list of half and halves. And then another one that I definitely 100% am doing is the peony pink with the red poppy. Oh my gosh. That will be mine. That will be mine. But I'm waiting. I don't have those colors yet. So I'm waiting. Any fingering or spot waiting on? Oh yeah. Probably enough to fill a wardrobe. Yeah. Yes, I have ideas. I have plans. Because like I said, this wrap is my most used item. I mean, it's never, I don't ever not have. I love wrapping it around me when I'm cold. The air conditioner, in the summer, the AC's blowing on me. I throw it over me. Yes, that word. However you say that word, that is the one. In the summer, it keeps the cold AC off of me because I don't like being hot, but you got to have the AC on. But I'm very sensitive to it, so I've always got this. I walk around the house with it draped over me all the time. And then, yeah, I take it with me to the movie theater, which is my favorite movie theater shawl blanket because it's so huge and it just works perfect. I am very spoiled. They upgraded our theater at our most local mall. I live in the country, but in the city, about half an hour away from my house, the biggest city, they upgraded our, I'm sorry, the office is on TV and it's making me laugh. How do you, it's no attack your yarn. No, they're pretty good. Now, friend back here, he is the only one that's pretty rude about it. But he's, Weasel, we can just see just your ears. Weasley's here. He's bad. He wants to be on me all the time. He's very rotten to me, and I'm just shook. He's kind of pouting around because other cats have been on me, and usually he's the only one that's on me. But he likes to bite it, but then I make him leave, and that teaches him. The first time I tell him no, and if he does it again, he's going to have to leave, and then he does it again every time. So he has to leave, and then he usually won't do it for the rest of the day because he just gets so sad that he had to leave. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. Now, there have been times when I have woke up and walked out here and there'll be a ball of yarn that they have drug out of my craft room. And that upsets me greatly. But those times are very few and far between, knock on wood, because we don't want to bring that into the law. They're pretty good with it though. But yeah, I love my half and halves. I want to make more. So I've got this one, obviously is going to be just amazing. The one that I'm almost finished with, and then those other two that I just talked about are definitely on my list. But I think that, I don't know, they're just so peaceful to make, very peaceful. Okay. say? Donna, are you, just thought about this. I don't even know if you're still here. When I change colors, I always change my colors. I don't change them up here. I change them at the end of my row. I don't change them where I'm wrapping and turning. I always add my colors at the end. Are you changing your color at on the needle end or on the cable end? I was just thinking about your wraps. Yeah. So if you do them on the end, you'll get clean lines and you wouldn't have your gaps ever. You won't have to worry about where you should. Because to me, a row starts on this end, goes to the wrap and turn, and comes back and finishes. It's a forward and return pass. So this is the start for me. And that's where I do any color changes, is on this end. Also, there are some patterns of different variations of half and halves where people have worked out stripes, and there's one called the ribbons, there's one called the Soho square, and they always start their colors at the end, never at the cable end, if that makes sense. I'm changing it to wrap and turn. Gotcha. If you ever do it again in the future though, and you want to add stripes or do anything like that, do it at the other end of your work and you won't ever have to worry about that. Because one garter ridge is a forward and back pass too. So that way your ridge would be, like if you were doing stripes or something, if you changed it at the end where the wrap and turns were, your stripes would be almost one stitch each. They would be split between each garter ridge instead of being a complete garter ridge. Does that make sense? All right, I am almost to the end of this row. I am not fast. I can do a forward and back pass in about 20 minutes when I'm not, well, with this amount of stitches. Obviously, when the rows get shorter, it goes faster, but it's taken me an hour and a half to do one forward and back pass talking. I'm not doing very good. But it was fun visiting with everybody. So sometime next week, we'll definitely do it again. I'm only doing one forward and back pass with the solid color. Gotcha. And then you do one with the linen. Is it linen? Pretty sure you told me it was the linen. Are you going to use that same linen for holding it with the purple too? I haven't seen the purple. Did you dye the purple or did you just have the purple? There's another yarn over. Jeez Louise. Boy, howdy. I have to pull that back up and look. So frustrated with me. I cannot knit in low light. My eyesight's awful. Oh, okay. Gotcha. So did you dye the purple yarn too, Donna? Or did you just have it? Okay, let's see. Mr. Weasel, you're making my legs go numb. Y'all see that? He's sitting on my foot. He's a big, fat beast of a cat. No, I think you'll just hold it with the neutral. Oh, I think I'll just hold it with the neutral color. Gotcha. Depends on what it is for me. Sometimes, which I've never completed one of these fast anyways, but I don't know. Sometimes I get something going and I'm just so excited to finish it. I remember something I was going to tell you, Donna, on your socks. I know you were knitting for grandkids and feet that are growing and feet that aren't around you. You should check out the Magic Heel pattern. It's a sock knitting pattern, but what is nice about it, dagnabbit, I'll tell you what, I'm getting so mad with myself. I have done little yarn overs. Well, it just didn't, I didn't pull the yarn all the way through, is what I did. Anyways, the Magic, you have heard of it. So it's really, really, really awesome, especially if you're making kids socks. Now I'm making them for me right now. But you don't have to be perfect on your sizing because it's kind of made like a tube sock, but it has a special heel to where it'll fit a variety of sizes, and so that's nice if you're making it for kids because they'll be able to wear them for a long time, and they'll continue to fit them as their feet grow. But it's also nice because I am pretty darn bad about having different size socks. And with the Magic Heel, it doesn't really matter. And I've gotten pretty easy with it because I'm just like, I'll do 50 rows of foot, 50 rows of heel, and then like 35 rows of leg, and I'm done. And it'll fit me or my daughter or anybody else from a size 5 to a size 9 shoe. That's pretty handy little pattern. But the other thing that I was going to say, and this is something that I actually did like it, plenty of free tutorials online. You can do it with any sock pattern you want. But if you do magic loop, you can do 2 at a time, and then your socks are always 100% identical in every way, because when you do them 2 at a time, you know, you're knitting row 1, you're knitting row 1, you're knitting row 2, you're round. It's round to round. Your tension is going to be identical between both socks. Your stitch counts will be identical. Your round counts will be identical. If you've never tried 2 at a time on Magic Loop, that's fun. It's a fun thing to try. Gotcha. Well, in the future, if you decide to try something different. The funniest thing is 2 at a time socks toe up. I remember the first time I posted a picture of that on Facebook, everyone was like, what are you making? As you can imagine, on the cords there was just these 2 little things hanging down. Looked like some weird bikini top or something. All right, my friends, I think I am done. I made it. I finished out my day. Yay! I'll probably do the same thing next week. I'll just post on the community tab for sure to announce when we want to. I do want to try toe up. Yeah, I like toe up because I don't like Kitchener. Although there was a rounded toe pattern that I did last time that you didn't have to Kitchener that I liked pretty good. But yeah, toe up is nice because you get a seamless non-Kitchener situation going with that. So I think I've tried all the different styles just to see which ones I like best. I still don't think I've decided. You like to Kitchener? See, I don't like it anymore. I have a circular sock knitting machine that I bought, an Erlbacher. Oh God, I bought it like 5 or 6 years ago. Of course, I was hot on it when I first bought it. I cranked out like 5 pairs of socks, like right off the bat. And then I had to Kitchener all those toes, and I don't think I've used it since then. I think I put it up after that. I just don't like sewing anything. I don't like seaming anything. That's what it is. I just watched a tutorial yesterday on the Turkish cast on. I don't think I've done a Turkish. I don't know what a Turkish cast on. Can't think of what that is. Is that the one? Whichever, the one I've done the toe up socks, you take both of your needles and you cast your thread. You have your all your stitches for the front and the back, and then you knit them. I don't know what that's called though. Is it with the two needles where they're side by side and you've got your stitches on the front needle and on the back needle? Like your circulars? I guess you could do it with straight needles, but is that what that's called? I don't know what that's called. If that's what that is, then I have done it. It's been a while since I did my toe ups. But I do remember that I did like that because that gives you that nice seamless, it's fun how that grows. All right, and you could also make a cute little bag like that too if you wanted it to not have a seam. You could just cast on like that for bags or anything. I can't either, Donna. We're in the same boat. Can't remember. I don't remember what that's called, but it's a neat thing. It's pretty cool. All right, something else that's cool, if you haven't done it, is double knitting. Have you done double knitting, Donna? Double knitting gives you stockinette stitch flat with no purls, where it's stockinette on both sides. But it's also double thick, and if you wanted to, you could make it a bag. Double knitting is a fun thing. I remember when I first learned that, I thought, well, this is the neatest thing ever. I watched a lady make a blanket double knitting. It's not, it's knit stitches. That's all it is. Knit one, slip one, knit one, slip one, knit one, slip one, knit one, slip one, all the way to the end. Turn your work, and on the next side, you knit one, slip one, knit one, slip one. But you do it on a flat needle. It makes a tube, but you do it with, you can use a circular needle, but you don't have to with double knitting. You can use straight needles. You're knitting front and back. You're just knitting a flat panel, but it's making it into a tube. It's stockinette. Oh, on that cast on. Yeah, I can't remember what that's called for the life of me. Is it a provisional? That's not right. A provisional is, yeah, that's not what I'm thinking of. I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I did a headband like that. Yeah. So you knit it flat, but it's technically can be you can make it be a bag. But yeah, it just gives you stockinette. If you don't, it's really cool. You could do this with it, as a matter of fact. You just wouldn't be able to, you wouldn't want to, you would have to cast on normal and then go to, otherwise one end would be closed. But it gives you nice stockinette fabric with straight needles if you've only got straight needles and you need something stockinette in the round, you can do double knitting. So technically you should be able to do a sock at double knitting. I never thought about it. All right, I gotta go. I cannot believe how much time it's been. I gotta get ready. We're cooking chicken for dinner. Chicken for dinner tonight. Okay. I'm so glad you guys showed up. It was very nice chatting with everybody. And hopefully your after school was a little less, well, maybe this got to hang out with two boring cat loving, dog loving, knit loving people. Thank you, Donna. I'm so glad you joined me today. I was hoping I could count on you to show up. All right, guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll post in the community tab. Yep, I'll see you next week. Thank you guys for coming. Have a good one. Bye.